Hey y'all, what's up? So y'all, I did a little something different with my camera tonight. I'm not real sure. I was trying to make it to where y'all could see my table better, but I'm not really sure if you can. So if you're just hopping on, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see. Just let me know, y'all. Let me know. So happy hump day, y'all. I don't know why they say that, I guess to get over the hump of the week, but I always thought it was a little crazy, y'all. I just, thought it was a little crazy. But anyway, happy Wednesday. So glad to be here. So my name is Shonda, and I am from West Georgia, and I just like hopping on and giving you guys some tips. Okay, Tyler's on. Tyler, I just did something different with my camera. Can you hear me and can you see the table better? Hit the heart button if you can, or just answer. If you can see better, I was trying to get it to where you can see my table better, but I want to make sure you could hear me too. Can you hear me good? I mean, testing 1, 2. I mean, y'all, I look like I have raccoon eyes too. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Hopefully you can. Loud and clear. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, son. Okay, y'all. So I am going to be doing, y'all had it laid out here so I can make sure it all worked. Now, I bought this board. Okay, this was just a piece of wood. Okay, clearly you can see it's just a piece of wood. I bought it at the Salvation Army where I live has a thrift store. So this is where I bought it, and I paid $1.50 for it. So it looks like all they've done was just kind of painted it. I don't know, like you can see it's kind of blue and whitewashed. So y'all, I was like, okay, this is perfect. I'm just going to chalk it. So I'm using, now I'm just going to tell y'all can't get this anymore. I'm just going to be real with you. But it kind of tells you why you need to be a part of the club. Just kind of FYI. I actually cut this apart. This was a club from February of 2020. I got it during that whole you get 5 free when you get, with the club thing. I got it in that. So I cut them apart. It was kind of like a square. I like to use it separate. Okay, so I'm going to kind of make a sign. Okay, I'm using welcome to our, hey y'all, if you're just hopping on, hit the heart button, let me know you're here. I'm going to do welcome on the top to our, right under it. Okay, so I'm going to do welcome to our, and then I'm going to do home, and y'all, this is why I did it. Oh my goodness, look at this new transfer, y'all. This one just came out the beginning of April. This is the ones I've been waiting for. I've got some more. I'm just telling y'all, I'm doing another one. I'm doing another video after this one. It's just a quick video that I will post probably tomorrow. But it's an inking video. Wait till y'all see it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the etched sunflower, y'all. And I'm just going to tell you, this one has low supply. So everyone loves it. Everyone has been waiting on the sunflowers. Everybody's been wanting sunflowers. Well, we got it. So here it is. I'm so excited about it, y'all. So I have, if you are interested, type in sunflower, or you can use the sunflower emoji. I love that emoji. And I'll be glad to send you the information, or there is a link in the description. But y'all, I just wanted to use this so bad. And I've been trying to use this board because I was like, I bought this board a couple of months ago and I really wanted to use it. So, okay, so I'm going to be using several different colors, y'all. I'm going to be using my daffodil, which is no longer available. I'm just going to tell you. But I could also use bumblebee. This, I just got it. Dark. But I was trying to use up some of my other ones before I opened that one up. So that's why. No big deal. You can use the bumblebee. It's not much darker than this. But I'm going to use bumblebee, or daffodil. I'm using meadow. And I'm using bright white for my letters, and I'm going to use bark and black velvet for the center of my sunflower, and then I'm going to use a little bit of this sage, I think, in my leaves, just to kind of give it a little bit of depth. I don't know, I might get crafty with my flower. We're going to see. We're going to see how crafty, but I want to do my flower first so that I can position the letters accordingly. So, like I said, if y'all were not on, I have done a little bit different with my camera. I know my big hair bun is cut off. I'll figure it out one day to get my camera squared away, but I really wanted y'all to be able to see the board and to be able to see what I was doing. So let me get this light kind of straight. I got this little light, y'all. I was just afraid you wouldn't be able to hear me, but Tyler said you could hear me fine. So okay, so I'm gonna do this one first. I am gonna fuzz it, y'all. It is new. So how was y'all's day? Have y'all had a decent week so far? Today was pretty down here. Y'all know I gotta mention the weather. Y'all know. So I'm gonna fuzz this pretty good. And I am gonna go ahead and wax my board because this is not one of my surfaces from my store. So I'm gonna go ahead and wax it. In fact, I think I'm gonna hit just a little bit with my sanding block because I feel just a few little, a few little areas. And I do want my surface as smooth as possible, y'all. So just sanding it a little bit. It's really pretty smooth, y'all. Now up here, it's got some, it's wood. So I'm not sure how we're gonna do right here on these little areas because it does have some pretty deep divots right here. But I'll just do my best, y'all. That's all I can do. We'll just do our best and that's it. Okay, where did I do? What did I do? There it is. I'm not sure how I could lose this cloth right here, but I did. Okay, so let me wax. And this is just our surface wax, y'all. I think it might be out of stock again. I'm not real sure. This stuff goes, y'all, fast. Like, everybody loves this surface wax. But you can always use Minwax. It's a clear wax. Kind of looks like it's in the same jar. I got one at Walmart when I first started because the wax was always out. It's a loved item, y'all. But the Minwax really works, and so does I use Kills wax. That's what I got. I use Kills at Walmart, but the Minwax is another one that a lot of people use as well. And they're both just as good. Okay. I just want to wax this really good, y'all. Just the surface is not the. Like I said, I'm not real sure about these little divots, but we're just gonna go with it. Maybe I can try to go, kind of go around them or something. Now, you want to get the wax pretty much buff it off. You're preparing the surface, so you're preparing inside, the little cracks, the little things like that. Now, I had someone ask the other night about if the, she sent me a message that said, will paint not run with the wax? And I said, no, because it is chalk paste. It's not, it's not an acrylic paint. It's nothing like that. So no, it will not run. The paste is a different, different formula. Okay. I think we're good, y'all. I think we're good. Okay. So, let me get some little squeegees, y'all. And my little tool, because you just never know. I might Might need it, you never know. And some of these. Okay. So let me get this on first, and I'm gonna put it all the way at the bottom. So I kind of want my stem, you know, looking like it's coming kind of out of the ground. Now, this is barely going to fit. So I've got to, it literally barely is going to fit. When I got it out, I was like, oh no, is it going to fit? But it does. Just barely. But it does. Okay. Get it on really good, y'all. Push this up, maybe y'all can kind of see better. I really got to figure out so that y'all can see. Whew, I about pulled it up. Okay. I'm going to do my bottom first, okay? I'm going to do the stems and the leaves first. So we're going to use the meadow and the sage. Now I've never used, you know what, I might use, yeah, the sage is going to be the best. I'm going to use it. So I'm going to open it. It gives it a little bit of a lighter contrast, you know, kind of for the leaf depth. That's kind of what I'm going for. All right. So got those, and then I'm trying to think whether or not I should do the stem green or brown. I think, is the sunflower stem green or brown now? Trying to think. Green or brown? I'm thinking green, right? Yeah, we're going with green. I'm going to do it all green, and then I'm going to go back in, because you see, this is called etched, y'all. So I'm going to show you. Do you see the leaf? It's mostly the teal. That means there's not going to be a whole lot. This is, it's going to look etched. You know, it looks like, so what I'm going to do is when I pull this off, I'm actually going to take a paintbrush and kind of give it some dimension. So I'm just going to go over all of this part with the meadow, and then I will do the rest in just afterwards. So let's just do that way. This does not have a lot of silk screen at all. So you're not going to use a whole lot of paste. This is so pretty. I could not wait to get it, y'all. Could not wait. I'm so excited to see how this turns out. I'm going to put this piece actually in my store though. I'm not going to keep it. I feel like I want to keep it everything, but I can't. Okay, do I have it all? Let's get our excess off, y'all, and then let me do this again. And then I'm going to pull it up, and let it, I'm going to dry it. Now, right now, you're not going to be able to see it great, okay? And I knew that on this color, but when I color it in, you will. And I will say, if you ever do this, make sure to stay away from your transfer with your heating tool. Now, this one is is one of mine in my shop, so you can see it's not like my granddaddy one over there. So just be careful, it still will melt your transfer. So, okay, so I just laid that back down very gently, y'all, very gently. Now, what I'm gonna do with the sunflower is, I am going to, I'm gonna do the center first, okay? So I'm gonna do my black first, right in here, and then I'm doing the bark right here, and then I'm gonna kind of do the bark a little bit and then do the yellow on the outside. That's what we're doing. Let me go ahead and get a little wet wipe out so I can wipe this off. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Y'all, it never fails. Black is like, I always get it on me. It happens. So I'm just using my little tool on this part. Okay. And like I said, there's a lot of non-silk screen in this. So it's kind of hard to explain unless you're real close on it. But it kind of gives you the area for seeds. It's got a lot of little spaces on it so that you can kind of see that they're allowing you to chalk seeds. I told y'all, look. Told y'all, the black, y'all. Always, always, always get it on me. Okay, so now I'm going to use my bark. And the bark, I'm going to go right up on that black and just kind of pull it out. Because you know how sunflowers, you know, they have the seeds and they're kind of black and brown, really, in my mind. May not be the case, y'all, but in my mind. And I'm also kind of going out on the flower a little bit to give it a little bit of the brown, kind of how it, you know, how the sunflower goes from the center down. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so then I'm gonna finger paint a little bit, y'all, because I want my brown and my black to kind of mix just a little bit right there. Just a little. Okay. Now I'm going to pull this up. Now I didn't put my extra back in there, y'all, because I had black on it. Okay, so I didn't want to contaminate my brown with my black. Okay, so let's put that up. Get it off me? No. Whew. And let's pull this up and let's see what we got. Yay! Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, so we'll dry this. I know I'm not showing y'all yet. You'll see it, I promise. Oh, I love it, y'all. This transfer, y'all. Oh, I can't wait to do some more stuff, y'all. This is one of my mom's favorite. She loves, which she really loves, she loves sunflowers, but she loves like daisies, and she loves black-eyed Susans. They're her favorite. So I could really do this a black-eyed Susan too, kind of, you know. I know the petals look a little different, but Mama would be fine with it. Okay. Y'all, I don't even know how many baby wipes I go through during a live. I'm not real sure. Not real sure. All right. Again, there's not a lot of silk screen right here, y'all. This is all pretty much an open, you know, concept, like a drawing, an etched drawing, kind of an outline, sort of. So it really gives you a canvas to kind of do some other cool things, like I'm going to do, kind of, or I'm going to attempt to do. Y'all know I'll just do whatever, it don't matter. And then if it don't work out, I'll flip the script and change it up. Okay. so excited about this. I know it's crazy, but it don't take much to get me really excited, y'all. And I'm just going to tell you, crafting is one of them. I get so excited. I think it just gives me a, I don't know. You see kind of the fruits of your labor, like art kind of does that to me when I'm painting or anything like that. I always loved it. Okay, I think we're good. Let me get my excess off. And like I said, I did hear that this was low, and y'all, they're just sucking them up. They love them. It's flying off the shelves. Okay. Here we go, y'all. So excited. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, y'all, it's so pretty. Okay, let me put this in my little thing down here, and y'all, I forgot to put some water in it. Let me throw a little water up in there. Okay. Let me show you. Oh my goodness. Do you see how it's etched? Is that not beautiful? I hope y'all can see it. Throw me some hearts if you can see it. Okay, so I'm gonna dry it real good. And then I am going to, y'all, do a little painting. Just a little painting. Let me get some of my little paintbrushes out. Let me see what I got. Okay. Look, I just grabbed a bunch. Just a bunch of them. Oh, I love this. So pretty. Now, if you were doing this on a white background, it would definitely, you know, pop real. But I knew I was going to paint it inside. I was going to do kind of color in the lines. So I was good with this color. I was like, well, you know, this is the color that they had it painted, and I don't really want to repaint it. I'll just be honest. Is this a good one? Y'all, I need to get some new, like, little brushes. Okay, here we go. So I am going to, I'm just going to hit my paintbrush with a little bit of water every time, kind of. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit of water in this because the paste is very thick, y'all. Very thick. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it inside, and then I'm going to put some, okay, not like that. I'm going to paint it on the inside and then put some like little, I'm going to take my sage and give it just some highlights. So again, y'all, just painting the lines. That's all. Oh, it's so pretty. And what this does is, because I'm watering it down, it makes the green a little bit lighter. The meadow, it makes it lighter, so it already gives it a little contrast from the veins, you know, that I basically chalked on. It already gives it a contrast from that. So, hold on and I will show you what I'm talking about. I may not even need any of that sage, y'all. Okay. Now, this is what. Do you see it? Oh my goodness, y'all. I feel like that this is not doing it any justice, being able to see it on screen. It's so pretty. And it's so easy to paint this because the chalk rises, y'all. It kind of gives it, you know, it sits on the surface. It doesn't blend down into your wood, it sits on top. So you always have a little rise when you're doing just plain chalk paste. So when you water it, of course it waters it down and it kind of goes more into the surface. Y'all, it's so pretty. I know, I'm acting crazy over it, but you just don't even know how excited I was when I got it finally. So excited. And y'all, painting is just so therapeutic to me. There's something about it. I wish I had like an art room, you know, like to paint in, like at the beach. If y'all have one, I'm very jealous, like very. That's like a dream of mine, to have a art room looking out over the ocean. That would be so awesome. Okay, we got just 2 more. And I'm barely using any water, y'all. Like, I'm really just, because the stuff's so thick, I'm really just kind of watering it down, but I don't want it so watery where it's running. Oh, I love it. And then I'm going to paint the yellow. I know I'm doing a lot of painting, y'all, but it's so worth it. Hey, Tammy. So y'all, if you're just hopping on, I am doing a welcome sign. I got this little board at the Salvation Army thrift store here in my town. And I'm using our new etched sunflower, y'all, on this part. And right now I'm just painting in because it's etched, so it looks like an outline. Okay. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me show y'all. I love it. I know, a little sweet lid. I know. Don't you think I know? Okay, so there's the bottom part. Okay. So my leaves are painted. Was yours pretty yesterday? Ashley, was y'all talking about me? Okay, let me put this back on. And my green. And then I'm going to get my yellow, y'all. Now, maybe I should do a little bit of, I'm just going to stick with the same thing, y'all. I always try to change something up. Always. And I just don't need to. Just don't. Is that one going to work? No. Let me stick with this same brush too, y'all. That's funny. I knew you were going over there. I just didn't. You know, you never know. Okay. So, let's do the same thing, y'all. I'm just going to dip in just a little bit of water. Oh, I still got green on this. Let me get this out. Dip in a little bit of water. Okay. And we'll go in with my daffodil. And just start painting. Y'all, oh, so pretty. Now, I'm not trying to be, you know, exact with it, because I kind of want it almost like, look, y'all, I'm not a real artist, so I don't know what the terminology is, but I feel like it's kind of shadowing, but not, I mean, it's not behind it. So is that really still a shadow? Just a little. I love how you made her platter over. Oh, thank you. It's so funny, I bought her that platter, I mean, literally probably 20 years ago. It's funny how it turned out really pretty though. I loved it. She loved it. That's all that matters. So, I don't think I'm going to do anything on the inside of the flower, because it has enough, it had enough where, you know, when it got chalked, it was dark enough. Now again, this will be fine, y'all, on a lighter surface. I knew that I was doing it on this darker surface. So I knew that, you know, it was going to be different. But I had this in mind to do. I wanted to kind of paint in my stuff, my petals and my leaves. So pretty, so pretty. When I first got this out, I was like, oh no, I better paint it white, y'all. And then I was like, nah, what else can I do? And then it's a little scary just to come on here. I'll be honest. It's a little intimidating to come on here and do something that, you know, in front of people that, do you see that? I could never do that again. That went right in there. It's just intimidating to do something like new like this. Like, you know, I mean, I'm painting like, I mean, I could just really mess it up. But I was just like, oh well, y'all. Guess what? If I mess it up, I just mess it up and we just do something different. I have another little project I'm going to do after this that I'm going to do another video for tomorrow, and y'all want to watch that one. It's another new transfer, y'all, and it's so pretty, so pretty. But I'm going to ink a pillow. Now, like I was saying before, I'm going to also use on this one a retired club transfer. And y'all know the club transfers are exclusives. You can't buy club transfers. So, y'all need to be in the club. But anyway, it's a retired one. But it's really the only one that I like for like this size of a sign. That's what she said. I kept saying something looked different. I couldn't figure it out, but of course she said, oh, that's funny. Aw. I hadn't even been able to see it. I have been so super busy with my other job. Okay, we're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Almost. Oh, this is so pretty. Now, y'all could do your, you know, you could do this in any color. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, like it doesn't have to be a sunflower like the yellows, the traditional sunflower look. I wanted to do that just because I just wanted to. But it doesn't have to be. You could do it, in fact, I have some ribbon that, what did I do with it? So here it is. So I was going to do some ribbon on top, and then I decided not to. But do y'all see this ribbon? I mean, it's blue, and it looks like that. So you could really do, I mean, your flower, whatever color. I know it's supposed to be a sunflower, but you could do it in any color you really wanted. Okay, so I'm going to take some of my bark, and I am going to go in just a little bit right here beside to kind of, I think it just needs a little bit to go in, because I think that sunflowers have like a little shadowing coming up on them. Okay. I love it. All right, let me dry it and I'll show y'all. Oh, it's so pretty. And then the other part will be super quick. It's just literally letters. She's so pretty. And because I did with the chalk paste, it's going to dry quick. So she is so fresh. I definitely her. Honey, please. I know. I mean, y'all, my mama. Look, I'm just telling you, I pray every day that I have her genes. Every single day that I have her genes with, you know, the aging process of the face and everything. My mama is 75. You'd never know it. And let me tell you, just run circles around you. Run circles around you. There it is. Y'all, is that not gorgeous? I love it. It turned out so awesome. Exactly what I wanted. I wanted kind of a, you know, I like the dark background. It's kind of muted almost, but you can see it. That's what I wanted. Okay, so I'm going to start with the E and kind of get it on and kind of see. Now, this is the O that came with it, so it's kind of a wreath, but I'm going to do it just in white. I just want it all up here. I just want all white. I just think that's the best. I want my flower to really kind of be my focal point. And then welcome to our. I think we're good right here. So I'm going to start my E here. I've used this 50 million times, so I am not fuzzing it. 50 million. You'll hear me? 50 million. I say I'm not going to fuzz it. Let me just put it on my shirt. Y'all know that you don't have to have fuzz and cloth. They're easier, but you can fuzz on a shirt. You can fuzz wherever. I had a pillowcase when I first started. Okay, let me see if that's straight, y'all. It's kind of hard holding it that way. Let me get these off. Now that I know that's going to be there. So I'm going to do one letter at a time. Actually, I don't have to. They're not going to be on each other, so I'm going to be fine. I'm going to do all of them so I can kind of see. I'm not going to fuzz it. It's not super sticky anymore. I've used it so many times. Sorry, y'all. I'm, you know, this is the worst part for me, getting everything straight. And then I second guess myself, y'all, whether or not it's really straight. Now, if my honey was down here, he'd be like, let's get out the ruler. Let's do all that. No, 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 no. 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 No need for a ruler. Just stress myself out trying to get it straight. That's all. But if these words aren't straight, if these letters aren't straight, it really sticks out. I did another live with this same one, and it was cockeyed, and I had to go back and redo it. All fair. I had to go back, take off. It was the E that was messed up on it. I put the E over too far, and I had to scrape it off and or sand it off and re-chalk it. I couldn't do it. Okay, let's see if that's it. Oh. I have to hold it like this, y'all. I'm sorry. Now, like I said, I cut this one all apart. And this is from a club, I think from February of 20. Okay. So, here's what we got. Can you see it? And then I will do our welcome to our, when I'm finished. That'll be easier just to do that when I'm finished. So I'm just using my bright white, y'all. I'm going to use my bright white for the whole, for all of them. I think it'll just pop. I think it's perfect. Now, I had gotten all that ribbon out over there to do a bow, but then, you know what? I just really want my, I want my flower at the bottom to really be my, I want that to shine. I didn't want the bow to kind of take front and center, y'all. I cut it off right there, so I'm making sure I don't, I cut it off cattywampus. Okay. So let me pull the H off so it doesn't dry in my transfer. Love it. Let's put it in my little thing down here. All right, let's do our little wreath. Again, I love this transfer. I'm so glad I got it. We do have some other ones though that are you know, that would work with welcome, or I don't know if we have any other homes. We might. I've just never cared to get any because I have this one that I love so much that I make, you know, this kind of thing with. So I don't really, I hadn't really looked at our other transfers for the home, like it says home, but we do have, I do have some welcome ones I bought. Now we do have one that makes the big signs, you know, the big, what are they, like 4 or 5 feet, you know, those big door, what are they called, porch leaners. We do have one also for that. It's all the letters, all the welcome letters. Oh, it's so pretty. It just doesn't get old, y'all. It just does not get old. Every time I do a project, it's like a kid in a candy shop. I get so excited. And I went by the Dollar Tree today, and it's the first time I had ordered some stuff offline, and when I got it, the box was wet. So my I ordered canvases. So I had 3 canvases. So I ordered 12. I had 3 canvases. Y'all, they were molded. They were like mildewed. And I'm assuming from that wet box. So I just took them back to the store and they just exchanged them for me, y'all. So cute. All right, let's do our E. And then we'll do our top part, y'all, and then that's it. Call it project done. Okay. Looks like I've got some bubbles under there. I think it's because I told y'all I had some little spots, so this one might run a little. Well, no, it did good. A little tiny bit right there. I figured it would. I could feel it had a little space there, but I'm gonna let that dry and then I can take my little tool and get it off. It literally is not that much, so I'll show you. Look how pretty, y'all. Can y'all see it? Can you see it? Sorry, I know it's way far away, but I will show you up close what I was talking about. You see the E at the bottom right there where there's little bitty tiny? I'll just let that dry. So there's that part. Okay, so let me just do this top part real quick and then we're done. Y'all may have to give this one to my mama. She probably wants this one. Okay. You know, I met a lady at, I went to a chalk conference a couple weeks ago. So sweet. Nancy, if you see this, I'm talking about you. So sweet. And she brought up a very valid point that I, you know, by only the grace of God, have not had to deal with. But this says, welcome to our home, right? Nancy's husband passed away unexpectedly from cancer. And it was a real fast, it was real, you know, I don't know if you're ever prepared. I mean, I watched my father, you know, suffer for 5 years. So I don't know if you're ever prepared, but it was a very sudden. He passed really quickly. Anyway, she said that we have a new transfer, and it said, or we have a transfer. She was so excited that it either had my or our. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even, I'm privileged to still have my husband, and you know, I am married and all the things. Anyway, just a side note, I didn't even think of that. You know, that wasn't, I just didn't think of it. But this one does say welcome to our, and the reason I thought about that was my mother is a widower, and but my son lives with my mom to help take care of her, because mama don't really need to be taken care of, but he's there for her. So he's there for her. So it's still our. They still have an our home. But I just thought I was like, wow, you know what? I never thought of it that way, but that's so true. So true. Okay, I am just going to put this kind of in the middle. I'm going to try to not get this part down. I don't want the white from the welcome on there. You know, there's kind of a space right there. I probably actually could put a little bow up there, y'all. There you have it. Can y'all see it? I'm trying to show you the whole thing. All right, I'll show you up close. So here we go. From the top. There it is, y'all. I love it. I think it's pretty. I could, like I said, I may put a little bow right here, actually. Just something little. So, if y'all love it, hit the heart button for me. I so appreciate it. And I always appreciate everyone sprinkling my page. So, this is it. Love it. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go and do another video. I'm going to ink y'all. I'm going to ink a pillowcase. So, stay tuned and watch out for that video. Hey, Jennifer. I hope you've been chalking. Let me show it to you. Hold on. There you go. This is our new transfer. So, there it is. It's just this one's a small lean. So, you can see I'm a little bit over 5 foot. Not quite 5'1", but 5 foot. So, you can see how short this one is. So this one's just a small little porch lean. But that's it. I may put a bow here. I don't know. I'll play with it and then I'll post a picture. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. See y'all next time. Bye.